In less than 6 hours, this year's legislative session will be over, but there is some unfinished business. Lawmakers will return for a special session to take up recreational marijuana. Chief Political Reporter Susan Raff is joining us live at the state capitol outside the House chamber tonight. And Susan, what's the latest there?
Good evening, Erin. The House Speaker made the decision late this afternoon to call for a special session, and he tells us he's disappointed. He wanted recreational marijuana to be taken up in a regular session and is now blaming Republicans for dragging things out.
Should we or should we not legalize cannabis?
This week, history was made in the state Senate when lawmakers not only debated recreational marijuana, they voted and passed it. But things have come to a halt. There will not be a House vote, at least not before the session ends at midnight.
What I've heard from my counterparts on the other side is they would talk until midnight. So what we will do is we will call ourselves into session at the date and time of our choosing.
Many Republicans don't support it.
Basically, somebody can drive around smoking marijuana as they're driving. And if that's the only violation that an officer sees or smells, because he can probably smell it too, there's nothing he can do.
While Democrats can't claim victory on marijuana, at least not yet, they did get a bipartisan budget. After weeks of going back and forth, the governor and Democrats agreed on a budget that doesn't raise taxes and gives cities and towns more money.
It's a strong, progressive, bipartisan budget, on time, gives people a roadmap of where we're going to be 2 and 4 years out.
We felt very strongly that we shouldn't be raising taxes on the residents of Connecticut.
Democrats were also successful in getting sports gaming through this year and removing the religious exemption for children's vaccines.
More than productive. I think this has been an extraordinary session, given the fact that we were sworn in on January 6th outdoors in the cold. We didn't know when there might be another spike in the pandemic.
This has certainly been an unusual session, to say the least. The state capitol was closed much of the year, and pretty much every single committee hearing was held virtually. And while the session will end promptly tonight at midnight, lawmakers will be coming back in for a special session in the next week or two to hopefully vote on recreational marijuana. We are live at the state capitol. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Susan, thank you. And we want to know what you think. Tonight's Vote Now question is, do you support a special session for recreational marijuana? Right now, 67% of you, the majority, saying yes. Head to the Channel 3 app to weigh in.
We have team coverage for you right now.